Hello friends, and welcome to another one of my channel videos. This morning I received this amazing box in the post. Oh, I was so excited. I've ordered this particular deck I think 4 times, and it kept getting cancelled because the suppliers didn't have stock. So when it arrived this morning I was thrilled. And as you can see, it is this awesome and this amazing Housewives Tarot. So more of a novelty. I don't know if I will actually use it for readings, but then I haven't really looked at the cards yet, to be completely honest with you. But what I have seen on the net, it certainly is an interesting deck. So what we have is this beautiful box that's got the Housewives Tarot, a domestic divination kit with deck and instruction book. On the side here, it says to you, within this box lie the secrets of domestic empowerment. Begin your journey by lifting the lid, dealing out your fate, and understanding the hidden message of the Housewives Tarot through images of dinnerware, which are the pentacles, martini glasses, which are the cups, mops and brooms, which are the wands, and so much more. These tarot cards can answer all of life's challenging questions. The enclosed instruction book will guide you how to interpret all 78 cards and provide useful advice on giving a reading. That's what it says there. And on the back, we just have some sample images. So I am so excited to actually get into this deck. So let's have a look and see. Take that box off. It just lifts off. And what we have here is it says this deck belongs to, and you're supposed to put your name there. But just look at the cuteness. Actually, I'm going to stick that there. So basically what we have, it looks like a little index card system or recipe book system inside the box, which is really cute. I just want to hold everything that doesn't fall out. What we have here, just see if it'll zoom in on it, and it says the homemakers are what the homemakers are saying about the Housewives Tarot, and it's just 3 people's comments. On the other side of it, it says to you, shuffle the deck to create the recipe of your future, and you won't believe your eyes. And there's a little coupon, and the coupon, it says save yourself from confusion, heartache, and guesswork when you purchase the Housewives Tarot. So isn't that just so novel, and isn't that just so beautiful? So I love this little index system. I do think from a practical point of view, it's going to make it really difficult because they've separated the major and the minor cards. So this first section that we have is the major cards, and then we have the minor cards at the back here. So if you've now shuffled the deck, every time you want to put it away, to have to separate it, I think could become a bit of a problem, which is why I said I think I'll probably end up keeping this more as a novelty than anything else. But I mean, isn't it just too cute? Let's just see. There we have the Housewives Tarot. This one over here says the Major Arcana. That one at the back there is the Minor Arcana, and then we have the little instruction book as well. So I'm going to take the instruction book out first, just to have a look through that. Oh, I just love it. It is the cutest thing. So it's a soft book, okay? It's not a hardcover book, but the cover is quite sturdy, and it is full color. I love the images. Oh man, it is the cutest thing. So in the contents, all right, so we have basically what is the Housewives Tarot, the legend of the mystical Housewives Tarot, conducting a reading. They've got a couple of spreads which are actually quite lovely, to be completely honest with you. And then we've got the info on the major and the minor arcana. So there we have the legend of the mystical Housewives Tarot, which goes on for a couple of pages, and it is such a cute little story. Conducting a reading on how to do it, and these are the spreads that they have. So this is the Neapolitan, then we have the dinette, we have the clothesline of life, and we have the martini glass, which is absolutely fabulous. And then it goes into the major and the minor arcanas. And you can see there's not a crazy amount of information. So you've basically got a symbol, which I assume is on the cards. I haven't looked at the cards as yet. Description, you've got some keywords, and then you've basically got one paragraph of info. And it's the same when we get to our minors as well. So that is the little guidebook. So I'm going to stick that out of the way, and I'm going to get straight into this. So Inside the box, it's difficult to see on camera, but we've got this like black velvet insert, which basically holds everything in its place. So we're going to take the first card and flip it to the other side. And then we have that one that's all about the major arcana. And it's got a cake mixing bowl, right? And then let's take out the major arcana. So the back of the cards, I'm going to just move those out of shot as well. The back of the cards is like a picnic tablecloth, which is really cute. It's like a yellow and red kind of color. I know on camera the colors don't often come through as clearly as they should. But let's go through the major arcanas and let's have a look. I'm just going to leave them there, then we can flip because it's easy to see. So the first one we have is the Fool. And you can see she's leaving home. She's got her bag. She's got all her stuff. Everything's there. She's ready to head off on her journey. I just, while I'm looking at this one, the cardstock is actually quite fabulous. It's very matte. You can actually hear it's matte, and it doesn't really have too much of a shine to it. And it's quite thick. It's quite nice, solid cardstock. Yeah, I actually quite like it. I like a matte cardstock, I must be honest. The Magician, performing miracles with the washing machine. Too cute. The Empress, she has the recipe for success, and she has all her ingredients, so she's ready to create the Emperor. Oh, I love it. So it's made up of all the ingredients. He's got bottles, he's got tins, he's got everything. He's in control. Nothing's escaping him. Nothing's eluding him. He's got it all. Just going to see if it'll focus. Just too precious. Love it. The High Priestess, she's the secret syrup. Look at that. Oh, they are so gorgeous. Oh, I love it. The writing at the bottom here, it says the mysteries of the universe are sweeter than you know, and it's made with grade A butter. So that's our gorgeous High Priestess. Bless it. Going on to the Hierophant, we have the old-fashioned, what is this, the radio? I would imagine it's the radio. Tune into the frequency of what you're looking for. Yeah, and then we have the Lover's card, which is the two people in the love bug. Love it. Absolutely amazing. Chariot, we've got the station wagon. We've got them risk, gain. I can't read what all the others, that one looks like carrot, but I'm not entirely sure. But they're ready to get into their chariot and to head off on adventures. For strength, we have soap pads, scrubber soap pads. Shines aluminum fast, so really strong. They might look like simple little soap blocks, but apparently they are incredibly strong. Love it, love it, love it. On the Hermit, there she is in the bath all by herself. She's got all her Lux soaps down the bottom here, and she's quite happy and quite content. Bath for one. That is the Hermit card. It's just stunning. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, we have to have the roulette wheel for that. Have to have the roulette wheel for that, don't we? And obviously the casino chips. And she's holding up her three fingers. The Justice card, giving the child a good paddywhack with the wooden spoon. Oh, it is absolutely awesome. The Hanged Man. So there she is doing her washing, putting her knickers out and hanging him upside down with pegs on his feet as well. And there's her basket of washing. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Death. You have to laugh at this. Let me see if I can get the camera to focus on this one. Camera, can you focus, please? Let's see if it'll focus if I do that. It's a jar of salmonella. Everything expires. And it says it's a full quart. And everything, all the food around it, I mean, we've got flies everywhere. What does it say on top of the jar? Another fine food, I think is what it says there. But we've got a lettuce, we've got cheese, there's tomato, there's a can of something. Everything is expired. Everything is going to kill you. So it's like, how much of a dose do you want? Do you want a little bit or do you want a lot? Temperance. Oh, I love this one. So we're mixing, we're blending, we're combining, we're joining. We've got joy, justice, instant anger, and sorrow. So you've got to put a little bit of each in to get the right quantities and the temperance that you're looking for. How absolutely awesome is that? And of course, the devil has to be chocolate cake. Doesn't it just have to be gorgeous, delicious chocolate cake? We've got some Valium. We've got some instant coffee. We've got some spork. In South Africa, we don't know what that is. Some ready cheese and some cigarettes, a pack of cigarettes. And that would be the devil. So what is your temptation? Obviously, she's got a cigarette in her hand and she's got the martini glass as well. Then we have the tower. How interesting is this? So she is cake, but it looks like she's made out of jello, made out of jelly. I just want to see if the camera will focus. It's not going to. But what's interesting is it's fruit and vegetables by the looks of it, okay? Her dress is made out of fruit and veg. It also looks like she is jelly, which means she's going to melt, which means that, you know what, she could one step and she's going to fall apart. So she is really tinkering on the edge of total and utter destruction. Then we have the star. Oh, look at all her ribbons. So this is the mommy who makes pies for competitions, and all of this around her are the ribbons that she has won for her. Perfect. There, she's even got her first place ribbon on her, all the stars around her, and the perfect pie that has come out. Then we have the moon. Oh man, it is just absolutely gorgeous. So we have the moon, we have cold cream, we have snap-ons. There she's lying fast asleep, the counting sheep, the sheep are jumping up here. We've got stars, and oh, look at that happy smiley face on the moon. Absolutely gorgeous. Sunny side up for our sun. So we have got her providing him with a gorgeous breakfast. He is so excited. We've got the sun shining, we've got the 2 eggs, and everything is fabulous. Judgment, as you can see, climbing on the scale, but she is just a huge big chunk of meat that is being measured out and so forth, and climbing on the scale, and like, what is the outcome? What is the verdict? Are we too big? Are we too small? Are we just right? And then our final one we have is the world, and that is, again, it's the little recipe box that's got family, home, garden, money, and auto, and everything needs to be in its place, and everything is perfect. We've done all our filing, and everything is up to date. Oh, aren't they just absolutely gorgeous? I really do. You know what? You've got to have a sense of humor in life. That is one thing that I firmly believe, is that if you don't have a sense of humor, what is the point to life? And there's certainly humor in every single one of these cards. I just love it. Like I said, I don't know if I could do a reading with these and actually take them seriously. Salmonella, really, I don't know. But they are just absolutely fabulous. So that is the major arcana, and they really are stunning. Let's put them, actually, no, I'm not going to put them back in the box. I'm going to leave them just over there. Let's flip that one to the front, and let's take out our minor arcanas so that we can have a look at them. Right, I tried to zoom in a little bit. Let's just see if that isn't a little bit better. Okay, so these are the minor arcanas that I have here. And the first thing that I wanted to comment on, and the first thing I wanted to show you is that, first of all, I've got them upside down. Okay, let's try holding them the right way up. That might actually help. But the colors, as you can see, all the cups are blue. Then we have the wands, which are this like yellow or orangey color. And then we have the swords, which are red. And finally, we're going to have our pentacles, which are the beautiful green. Okay. Right, let's see if I put them down there, if the camera will focus on that. Right, so the major arcanas had the black edging, as you can see there. And the minor arcanas are color-coded, which is actually quite nice. All right, so we have the Ace of Cups, and there she has her empty glass, and she's like, can somebody give me a refill, please? Then we have our Two of Cups, and we have 2 people in the cups, connecting hands, joining hands, getting to know each other, learning about each other, and so forth. We have the 3 of Cups, and baby makes 3, which is just too cute. We've got all the cups pouring into the one, so it's combining the blue and the pink, joining forces, creating purple, creating baby, celebration and joy. 4 of Cups, Very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I love this. Love, love, love. The Five of Cups. Look at all the drama. Look at all the chaos. Isn't it just amazing? Six of Cups. Happinesses. Cool drink on a hot sunny day. Seven of Cups. Ooh, choices. What do I feel like drinking? Do I want the wine or do I want a cocktail? Do I want a martini? What are my options? Too many options is what we have. And she doesn't know quite which one she wants. Eight of Cups. Oh, it's just too much. I can't handle it anymore. I don't know how much more I can take. I don't know how much more I can handle. Then we've got the Nine of Cups. Presents, celebration, joy, Christmas trees. 10 of Cups. You know, she's having a real party with all that liquid that she's been consuming. Oh, look at the page. Isn't he gorgeous? Watering, working on, making sure everybody's okay, making sure everybody's taken care of. Too cute. The Knight of Cups. He's a young man. He's in his suit. He's looking after the ladies. He's pouring the champagne for everybody. And the Queen. She's just adding another block of ice. And the King is mulling over life. I love the 70s chair and the tables. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, so now we go on to the Wands, and we have the Ace of Wands with the feather duster. Remember the wands they said were all feather dusters and brooms and mops and things like that. And here we can see four hands trying to navigate, trying to hold on to, trying to decide, what am I doing first? Am I washing? Am I sweeping? What am I doing? And with the three, she's multitasking. She's working hard. She's like, gosh, all of this that needs doing. The four lying in the hammock. The hammock is made up of mops. Piece of cloth over the four mops. Life is good. The Five of Wands is like, oh, too much, too much. Six of Wands. You got the nosy neighbors peering in the window to see everything sparkling clean. The Seven of Wands. Look at all those toothbrushes and scrubbing toilets. Oh my gosh. And it's a bright pink toilet. I know the coloring isn't so great on the camera, but it's a bright pink toilet. I just want to see if I move that out the way, if the camera doesn't clear up a little bit. So the Eight of Wands, we have all the flying brooms, mops, etc. The Nine of Wands, look at her climbing up, look at her go, look at her reaching all the high spots and getting everything clean like it needs to be. 10 of Wands, gosh, she is exhausted. Poor woman has been cleaning all day long. I can so relate. Page of Wands. Little boy, he's got his little horsey, which is a broom, by the way. He's got his little his pop guns. He's having a party. The Knight, he's after the toilet plunger. He's on his bicycle. He's heading out. He's got places to be, people to see. The Queen, I could just hear her saying, did you make another mess? And the King, oh, look at him. He's like quite happy in his little world. Life is good. On to the swords. We have knives and all this delicious cake. And it's cut, cut, cut. All these new things to taste. The Two of Swords. Yep, she's going to carve that chicken or the turkey. I'm not quite sure what it is. Might even be one of those turduckens. But she's got the blindfold. The Three of Swords. Too many people trying to get a piece of that cake. The Four of Swords. Love the face mask. She's got everything lined up and ready to perform. She's just got to wait. She's got to wait for the time. When the time is right, she can remove all the stuff on her face. And the Five of Swords. Cut, 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 cut. Six of Swords. Love it. Seven of Swords. You've got to be careful. You're going to get stabbed. And there we have the Eight of Swords. So here we have all the olives. Nine of Swords. All perfectly framed and in their place and looking all shiny and fabulous. And the Ten of Swords, of course, it has to be the pincushion. Absolutely gorgeous. Right, we have our page. What have children been told about running with scissors? Clearly this one wasn't listening because it's running with scissors. Oh my gosh, look at our knight. Isn't he just the coolest dude on the block? Our Queen of Swords. Yeah, she'll smile politely, smile nicely as she cuts off your head. And we have the king with his massive, huge kebab that he's about to put on the grill. Okay, I want to, again, sorry for adjusting again, but I want to just try and get it to be a little bit clearer. Ace of Pentacles, grabbing the opportunities as they present themselves. The Two of Pentacles, she's trying to juggle. She's trying to figure out between the animals and the children who needs her attention, what should she be focusing on. Three of Pentacles, she's working hard. Everybody's come to admire her handiwork and she is so proud. Four of Pentacles is like, it's my plates. I'm holding on to my plates. I'm not sharing my plates. We only use these plates for special occasions. Five. Broken plate. It's falling. Smash. Oh my gosh. All of them broken. Six of Pentacles. Must be Halloween candy because it looks like little candy corns. Let me see if I can get the camera to... No, it's not going to focus, but it's a whole plate of gorgeous biscuits and sweets, and obviously everybody's dressed up for Halloween. Seven of Pentacles, she's tending her garden. She's got her watering, or her hose pipe. She's watering her garden, and she's taking care of all her business. The Eight of Pentacles, painting beautiful colors onto our plates. Nine of Pentacles, dishwasher, loading the dishwasher, full of all our glorious things. Oh, and look at the Ten of Pentacles. That's actually lovely. Absolutely lovely. So it's a dinner plate with the family home and all the pentacles around. Really lovely. Right, so we have the child or the Page of Pentacles, who is a naughty little nonsense who is throwing the plates from the cabinet onto the floor like a naughty child. Pick all of these up. So we have our gorgeous Knight of Pentacles. There he is in his suit with the lawnmower, and he's going to go and cut the lawn. Our Queen, bless her soul, looking after everybody and making sure everybody's being taken care of. And then we have our King, who's in his pajamas, in his robe. He's got the newspaper, he's got his pipe, he's got his little puppy dog, and his feet are up, and life is fabulous. So that is the awesome and the amazing Housewives Tarot. As I said, I quite like the fact that these are all edged in a bit of a different color so that it's easy to see. Let's add in the major arcanas with it. So I didn't really want to do this, but let's give them a shuffle. I see we have lost focus on the camera. So let's give these a bit of a shuffle and let's see what message the Housewives Tarot has for us today. I'm going to give them a shuffle. Let's try and do, I think I may edge these in the relevant colors because that might actually look quite nice. They shuffle quite nicely. Like I said, the size of the cards is actually quite nice. They're not too big. They're certainly not small. They are quite thick. They are quite sturdy, but they do shuffle quite nicely. Right, so Housewives Tarot, what do you want to tell us? What is the message that you have for us today? So everybody who's watched and got to this part of the video, what message do you have for them? What is it you want to say to them? And let's see. Quite like, again, the effects of all the colors there. I'm going to take that one. And we have the Five of Wands, which is absolutely stunning. Let's see what it says in the book for the Five of Wands, just to see how it talks. So you can see that it has the same, put the card over there, and you can see it has the same image in the book. So it says competition, struggle, and inner strength are the key words, and the message says growth and progress give way to inevitable conflict. The Five of Wands depicts a weary housewife besieged by household appliances. These domestic assailants seek to overwhelm her just when things were going her way. You may need to reach deep inside of yourself to discover what it is that makes you stand out. Which secret weapon will leave your competition in the dust? So that's what Housewives, and isn't that just so right? Housewives are all about the competition. They're all about the competing with each other and competing with everybody else. So this is clearly what this deck is. It wants to stand out. It wants to be different. It wants to not be a standard traditional tarot deck. It wants to be something interesting. And again, I want to show you because I love the colors. Just look how pretty that looks. So I really think I'm going to edge the cards in each of their appropriate colors, because this deck it really is just fabulous. So I'm not sure yet quite what I'm going to do with this deck. I'm not quite sure if I'm just going to keep it in its little index box or if I'm actually going to use it for readings. I think I may. I like to use my cards. I don't like my cards staying in boxes and being unloved and forgotten, so I probably will use it. But it really is just absolutely fabulous. So worth the wait. This is not a new deck. This deck has been out for quite some time. It's just been a struggle for me to get it here in South Africa. I just want to see what it says here. Yeah, copyright 2004 is what it's got on the inside. I don't think it'll focus on that. There we go. You can see 2004. So it's certainly not a new deck. It's a deck that's been around for quite some time. But if you like old-fashioned, if you like retro, if you like something a little bit quirky, a little bit differently, this is definitely an interesting deck. And I was really, like I say, so intrigued with this little index card system. I quite like that. But from a practical point of view of using the cards, it's not really practical. But then, yeah, I think when you're using Housewives Tarot, practical is not really what you're looking for. But anyway, thanks for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. And if you do have this deck, or if you get this deck, I'd love to hear your comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. I actually quite like it, and I quite like that I've got this cheeky little Knight of Swords staring at me over here. Anyway, with love and blessings from me to you, take care.